Before we begin, if real-life stories touch your heart, the ones that make you feel, think, and maybe even cry, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this story with someone who needs to hear it. And this is a tale of family, regret, and forgiveness, one that might just change how you see love forever. Tell me in the comments, where are you watching from today? I still remember that night. The smell of roasted chicken, the soft clinking of forks against porcelain, and that uneasy quiet that sits in the air when people are pretending everything's okay. It was a chilly evening in Ohio, the kind that makes you miss the warmth of family, even when family doesn't feel so warm anymore. Mom had been begging us for weeks to come over. "Just one dinner," she'd said on the phone, her voice trembling with that hopeful tone only mothers have. Like old times. So there we were, me, my brother Jason, and my sister Emily, gathered around the same oak table that had seen birthdays, arguments, and countless late-night talks. But this time felt different. The laughter was gone, replaced by polite smiles and heavy silence. I could feel the distance between us like invisible walls. Emily tried to break it. She looked across the table at Jason and said gently, "Just tell me when the reunion is." She meant it as a peace offering, a small olive branch wrapped in awkward courage. But Jason didn't take it. He looked up, his jaw tight, eyes cold, and said sharply, "You're not part of this family anymore." And in that moment, everything inside me shattered. After dinner, the house felt emptier than ever. No one said goodbye, not properly anyway. Emily just stood for a moment by the doorway, her hand gripping her coat, eyes glassy but steady. She didn't cry. She didn't fight. She simply whispered, "Take care of Mom," and walked out into the cold night. I watched her through the window as she stood by her car, staring up at the dark sky like she was searching for answers no one could give her. The taillights faded into the distance, and all that remained was silence. Jason slammed his door upstairs, muttering something about choices and betrayal, words that carried more anger than truth. I sat in the living room, feeling like a ghost in my own home. I wanted to go after her, to say something, anything. But I told myself it wasn't my place. Families fight, right? They always find their way back. At least that's what I believed. Around 11:47 p.m., my phone buzzed. It was Emily. The message was short, almost too calm. "Tell Mom I love her. And tell Jason, I forgive him." I froze. My heart started racing. I typed back, "Em, what are you talking about?" But she never replied. And what happened by midnight changed everything. The phone rang again just before midnight. At first, I thought it was Emily calling back. Maybe she'd cooled off. Maybe she just needed someone to listen. But when I saw a county sheriff flashing on the screen, something inside me went cold. The voice on the other end was calm, professional. Too calm. "Are you related to Emily Carter?" he asked. My throat tightened. "Yes," I whispered. Then came the words that split my world in half. There'd been an accident. A car off the bridge near Mason Creek. They found her phone on the passenger seat, still unlocked, still showing my last message. The room spun. I dropped the phone. Mom screamed from the kitchen, her voice breaking into something I'll never forget. The sound of a mother's heart shattering. Jason ran out of his room, his face pale, eyes wide. "What happened?" He kept asking over and over like if he said it enough it would change the truth. I drove to the bridge that night. Flashing lights painted the river red and blue. The cold air bit my skin, but I barely felt it. I saw the tow truck pulling up her car, crushed, twisted, lifeless. And standing there, I realized, some words can't ever be taken back. It's been 2 years since that night, but the echoes still live in every quiet corner of this house. Mom keeps Emily's picture on the mantle, the one where she's laughing with the sun in her hair, right beside Dad's old watch. Sometimes I catch her talking to that photo, whispering apologies that come too late. Jason hasn't been the same since. He barely speaks. He quit his job, moved back home for a while, and spends most of his days fixing the old truck they used to ride in together. I think he's trying to rebuild something he knows he can never fix. As for me, I replay that night over and over. The dinner, the silence, the words we didn't say. It's strange how life gives us so many chances to love people right, and we waste them on pride, ego, and pain. If I could go back, I'd tell Emily she was always part of this family, no matter what. So if you're listening and there's someone you love but haven't spoken to, call them. Don't wait for the right time, because sometimes the right time never comes. By the time you realize what really matters, it's already midnight.